I am going to call Ellie up to speak, but I do want to make a point that we are going to take some pictures later this evening with some groups of people. If the weather, I don't know what it's doing right now, if it stops raining, we'll go back to the site. If not, we'll take some inside. So, yeah, but we've got beautiful hard hats and shovels, so don't leave. You may be called upon. So, Ellie, would you like to come up?
Like my new outfit? You know, I spent so many years walking up and down Bathurst Street with a black hat and my ultra-Orthodox childhood. Now I'm wearing a white hat. Also, I'm going to be auditioning for the Village People. Do you want to say anything? Anyways, before I give my formal remarks, I just want to give another round of applause to the Grace Tabernacle Church for always being so helpful and so open and so... I was thinking there are a few synagogues up and down Bathurst Street. If we called them, they would have said no. So it's quite ironic. But the truth is, truly religious people, how do you define if someone's practicing their religion correctly if their circle of love expands far and wide beyond their own people? And they're a real example of a truly religious congregation. Once again, a big hand to... This event is about both the past and the future of Habonim. It's about the past because 64 years ago, Holocaust survivors from Central Europe decided to build a synagogue in the German liberal Jewish tradition. Despite all the challenges they faced, they did not give in to bitterness or cynicism or hopelessness, but created a new synagogue on this soil, and in so many other ways contributed greatly to the fabric of our great society, our great country called Canada. But this new synagogue is also about the future, because we're not building it just for ourselves, but in fact, more importantly, for generations to come. Habonim celebrates a number of values: connection and loyalty to Israel, remembrance of the Holocaust, tikkun olam, mending the world, not only caring about ourselves, but all members of the human family, and also practicing Judaism in a joyful and positive manner. It is these same values we hope will continue to be celebrated by our members' children and grandchildren and their descendants for many years to come. Let me close with two quotes. The first quote is from the Talmud, and it says, "As a generation is planted for us, so too do we plant for future generations." And the second quote is attributed to First Nations wisdom. And the quote goes, "We don't inherit the earth from our fathers, we borrow it from our children." Both quotes remind us that we should live not for ourselves primarily, but for posterity. And this new building we're about to create is both a testament to the courage, determination, and sacrifice of our ancestors, but equally, perhaps most importantly, a gift to future generations. And since I just mentioned a First Nations quote, it is now my pleasure to introduce you to James Carpenter, Grey Cloud, who's also of Chippewa, Ojibwe, Cree, and Barron Crane descent. He's a traditional healer, which in Cree is Oshakabuis. I'm much better at Yiddish. Did I get that right? So a big hand to my friend James Carpenter.